At the end of the day, the hallmark of a good Flamingo Investment Group deal is one in which we can create a space, whether that is residential or commercial, that we would love to live in or work in or reside in, and people be proud of to call their home or office. Hi, I'm Nikhil Patel. I am the managing and founder of Flamingo Investment Group, and I've got my partner and sister here with me.
Hi, I'm Saisha. I am the operations director at Flamingo Investment Group.
So we found Flamingo Investment Group late 2016. I graduated from university in 2016, and pretty much immediately as soon as I came out of university, we found the business. Saisha then joined me full-time a year later, although I think in her final year of university she was doing 2 roles at the same time. And we started off doing small single unit investments, deals, property renovations and flips, and we've almost 5 years later now we've grown into multi-unit developers as well as commercial investment managers.
The positive working in family, I'll say, the biggest one is that there's no red tape. So we can openly have conversations and we can get decisions made very, very quickly and at the most random and awesome time. So even like on the dinner table, at breakfast.
We know when to leave each other alone, we know when we can push each other, but also it means that from the outside perspective, sometimes when we've worked with other organizations, it doesn't flow as rapidly because they have to go through chain by chain by chain, whereas we can sit there and just know what each other's thinking sort of thing and just move forward with it.
Women bring a lot of creativity and a fresh perspective to every industry they go into, and I think property in particular needs that. So I think for me personally, what inspired me the most was the challenge that's involved in building something from the ground up, and then I'd say also the flexibility that comes with being an entrepreneur and being able to work around your own schedule all the time, really.
Yeah, she says flexibility. It's getting a little bit more free time now. We love the idea of being able to kind of work on our own clock, but it does also then mean that our own clock is always pretty much filled up with this. But it's really fun and interesting when you are actually passionate about what you do. It's quite cliche, but it does make it a lot more interesting every single day rather than having to wake up and dread what you're up to for the next 12 hours. So at Flamingo Investment Group, we are small enough and agile enough to be able to move around the breadth of the property industry. We can be sector agnostic, but in particular we are project specific. So whether it is office spaces, residential, retail, whatever it may well be, we can look at it and we can act upon it particular to what that deal is, regardless of which area within property it sits in. So whether it's multi-unit residential, single unit residential in our past, or even commercial at the minute, we are often looking to make sure that whatever we're delivering is the best quality. With multi-unit residential development, for example, making sure that our projects and our sizes and specs of all of our apartments and houses are beyond what is just the standard. What can we fit in this space? What can be something beautiful that people can live in and call their home? Equally at the same time with our commercial projects, we've recently bought buildings and immediately we've gone in there and improved them, we've enhanced them, and they've made them smarter places for our tenants to work in. At the end of the day, people are going into their offices arguably more than they're at home, at least they used to be, and it's getting back to that slowly but surely. So I think the biggest factor in our success has been the journey that we've taken from learning right at the beginning. Some of the deals, or a lot of the deals that we did very early on, we survived them, we thrived out of some of them. Would we do them again? Definitely not. Talk to everybody that you can, network as much as you can. It's time consuming, it's tiring, sometimes it's frustrating and annoying, but learn as much as you can from everybody, particularly when we came into the industry. We were fairly young. We used to walk into the room and often we were some of the youngest people in there. There were times where we were kind of, given a bit of a cold shoulder going, well, you're not serious in this game. Completely understandable, because at that moment in time we were still learning and getting to grips with everything. So if you find the best possible people to work with, that will help your growth as you move forward. Over the last few years, we've looked at a range of assets, a range of opportunities, and we honed in a few years ago on multi-unit residential development as an area in which we're looking to grow and expand, and we still are. During COVID, there was a lot of stuff going on where prices, particularly of commercial properties in particular, were slashed. What that then meant was there was a lot of fear in the marketplace, particularly around offices. Everybody was working from home. Nobody knew when they were back again. 3 weeks turned into 6 weeks, turned into 6 months. Nobody knew what was going on. Generally speaking, investors of office spaces exited the market. What that meant is when there was good quality office deals coming about, The investors that would have been lined up to take this on first of all were not picking up the phone. We had the opportunity to step in and prove ourselves and showcase ourselves. And with the deals that we're looking at, just because it's office, it doesn't mean it's great. Sometimes you have to look beyond the initial spec of everything. You look at the covenant strength. We've got some fantastic tenants in these buildings. We've got some fantastic leases behind it, fantastic position, great asset management opportunities moving forward. It was a little bit of a no-brainer for us to diversify into this area, and it's definitely something that I think we'll be doing a lot more moving forward.
I say what excites me, especially whilst working with Flamingo, is that no 2 days are the same. So every single project is unique, everything's different. Even the creativity that goes into every single project, you're never looking at the same thing twice. So you're learning new things every single day and you never stop learning. And for me, that's perfect.